Welcome to Gozroth Tutorials. I'm Gozroth, and today we're going to look at how we can get started with Noesis. By the end of the video, you'll have a Noesis UI in your world that looks something like this. It's just a basic Hello World tutorial, so we're going to create a basic Hello World UI. Before we can even start working in Noesis Studio, we first have to download and install it. So in order to get the install link, we're going to go to the Developers Learn site. I'll put the link in the description. And this will allow you to download and install the Noesis Studio. So we're going to go to create a Noesis UI panel under prerequisites. We can download the Noesis Studio. This will bring us to the Noesis engine website where we can download the beta. This brings us to a forum post for the beta. There's some information here that you can read if you want to, but in order to get started, what we really need is to download Noesis Studio Beta. This forum post also has the beta release notes, so if there's any update and you want to know what the release notes are, you can come here. Once Noesis has been downloaded, go to your downloads folder and then extract the zip file. Once that has been extracted, open the new folder and you should see this. The only one that we really need to worry about is this, but there are some samples that you can look at. We will open app.studiotool.exe. If you are presented with this, it's fine. Go to more info, run anyway, and this will open up the launcher for the studio. You'll see the studio projects window. This is just going to have a list of all the samples that are in that folder, and we're going to create a new one. So we're going to go over here to create new. You can put the file wherever you want, just make sure it's in its own folder, because when you import it, it's going to try to compress everything that's in the whatever folder it's in. I'm going to use the folder that has the executable in it. Here we are, this is that sample folder that we saw before. I'm going to create a new folder. I'm just going to call this Hello World. And we're going to open that, and I'm going to call the file name Hello World. So now we're presented with a brand new project. The XAML is called main page. You can change the name to whatever you want. By clicking on it and hitting F2, you can change the name, or by double clicking on it. I'm going to rename it to Hello World. Now if we go down to our navigator, we have page and grid. These are fine. However, there's some changes I want to make to the page. If you're doing a screen overlay, the auto of 1920 by 1080 is probably fine, but since this is going to be spatial, we don't want to use that. We're going to go 1024 by 1024. We are going to add a text element, so we're going to go over to this plus sign where it says add elements. We're going to go down to text. So in order to add the text element, we're going to go to text block, and you can either click and drag it to the grid this way in the navigator, or you can bring it over here and place it in there. Now for our text, we do want to change the text to Hello World. And then we do want to change the alignment. I don't want it up in the top left. I want it vertically and horizontally centered. So we're going to go to horizontal alignment, click center, and do the same thing for vertical alignment. So now our text is centered vertically and horizontally. And we're done with Noesis, so we're going to save. So we're going to go click on the hamburger menu on the top left, go to File, Save. Alternatively, you could go Control S to save. And we are done in here. So now we're going to go back into Horizon. We're going to go to our asset library. We're going to go to My Assets. And it's best to create a folder for all your Noesis projects. I have already created one, but if you haven't, you can go to My Folders, click Add New Folder, and then name it Noesis. Click on Noesis, and then while Noesis is selected, add New, Noesis Project, and then we're going to choose the project that we just made. Go to Hello World. Make sure you select the Noesis file, and then hit Open, and then it will import. Now there's two ways you can bring this into the world. You can go to Build, Gizmos, type in Noesis, and bring in the UI this way. However, there's an easier way to do this, so we'll just delete that, and we'll right click on our Noesis project and place. First, we're going to do some cleanup. So the position, I'm just going to set the position to 0. I'm going to set the Y to 2 and then the Z to 1 so it's a little bit closer to me. I am going to rotate it 180 degrees so it is facing me, and then we can leave the scale and behavior alone. Now down in the Noesis UI settings, if we were to have brought in a gizmo through the build menu, this would be blank and we would have to set it to whatever project we want. We do have to make sure we are selecting the root XAML file. So we'll click on that. So if your project had more than one, you would just want to make sure you're grabbing the root XAML file. And now we can see it. Our display mode, we created a spatial UI, so we're going to leave it as default. However, you could also make a screen overlay. The width and height are 1024. This is the reason why I set it to 1024 in the project file. You can toggle to show the back panel and then color the back panel. And what that is if we were to go into the world and run it, that is the back panel right there, that white. So you can either have that invisible so they can't see it and they'll be able to see right through it, or you can change the color. And now we have our UI and we can click on it and we can see Hello World. So now I just want to go over the rest of the properties. So we're going to close out of that, turn off the world sim, click back on our Noesis UI. And just like with the custom UI gizmo, we can adjust the focus prompt and that distance is. And that is all I have for today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the video, or if you have any suggestions for a future video, please let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video or if you learned something, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified of all my future videos. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a good one.